Hey friends! This is a all NYX makeup tutorial. When the NYX store opened, I went crazy and I decided to do a all NYX tutorial because I was so inspired by my last look that I did, and since I wasn't home at the time, I combined all the NYX products I purchased over time and did the thing. Of course I dipped out a couple of times, and I don't have all their brushes because I have student loans and yeah. So enough chatting from me, let's get right into it. Starting by priming my face with their Shine Killer. I like this primer. I think it keeps my shine at bay. Kills it. Mainly just to my T-zone area. And then I just spread it out some towards the sides of my face. Then using their Stay Matte but Not Flat liquid foundation. This is in Fresh Beige and I like it for the most parts. The color I think is a little light for me, but it was hard to kind of match in the store, so I think this is the one. We'll see. And I use a Real Technique sponge to apply the foundation. Now applying their HD Studio Photogenic concealer in Golden, and I take the same sponge to blend. Using their loose color correcting powder in Banana, I opted for Banana because I thought this was the better color out of the three. It was of course lavender, and then light medium and medium dark. And I thought this was a little more on like the yellow golden side, so I thought to be better. I take the same sponge. I'm just gonna press that powder under my eyes. Whoa, that's brightening. I feel like I should have used a brush instead of a sponge. But you know what? Dark circles don't live here no more. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to use their contouring palette. We're still in the safe zone. I didn't set anything here yet, so I could go in with the cream. This is their cream highlight and contour palette in the shade medium. I thought this was a really beautiful highlighting cream shade. Like it's very highlighty. I'm gonna take a small stippling brush. This is a Morphe M436. Going into the contour shade, carefully buffing that in under my cheekbone. It's definitely on the warmer side. Ideally, I would have done this after I set my under eyes, but I forgot because I'm an idiot. I'm not good at this makeup tutorial thing. Can you tell? For the most part, it's very easy to apply because it's not super aggressive, and I find that applying with the stippling brush, I think that's what it's called, makes it a little easier to apply so you don't feel like you have to blend forever. And I just take it under the jawline to even things out and also get the top of my forehead. And I'm just gonna take the sponge and go back over the contour and the powder as well, just to combine those products. Now I'm gonna set the rest of my face using their Stay Matte but Not Flat foundation powder. It comes in a compact and underneath you have the sponge. But of course I use this to set my foundation so it can last all day. Taking a loose tapered powder brush, this is a Morphe E3, and I'm gonna take it just carefully over the contour shade, so it's not gonna cover it completely, which is good. But because of the formula, it's gonna really make this liquid foundation bulletproof. And it's very light. I love how it looks. The finish is very light. Now our complexion is set, and I'm gonna move into eyebrows. This is their eyebrow pencil in Espresso. And I'm just gonna fill these suckers in. Moving on to eyes, I don't have a primer from them. So what I'm gonna do is use their concealer as a primer, and yeah, it's gonna be fine. Going with the same concealer I used under my eyes. Oh god, did I nick my eyebrow? And just carefully blending with my finger just to even out the eye area, and so the shadows will pop. I got it on my brow. So I'm gonna challenge myself and use this eyeshadow palette. I have the nude version of this, but I was like, no, don't go nude. Work with this, make it happen. First, I'm gonna use their Black Bean Shadow Stick, their jumbo eye pencil on my lid. Because I am gonna use either the green or the purple, I'm not too sure yet, but just so those colors will pop, we're going in with the black first. Taking a small concealer brush to blend out the pencil, smoothing out the edges. Now with the small lay down, this is a Smith 253. I think I'm gonna go in with the, I'm gonna go with the purple shade first. I think I'm gonna do a halo eye, so I'm gonna use the purple as brackets from out and in, and then use the green on the center of my lid. I don't know what's gonna happen, so we're in this together, you guys. I'm gonna gently pat on the purple first. So if there's any fallout, just make sure to leave it there and carefully brush after. Then we take it to the inner corner in the same way in that packing motion. I'm going in with the green shade, slap that on, and go in on the center of my lid between the purple. Ooh, that's pretty. So now that we have our color on, I'm going to use a transition shade to the crease to blend this all out. I'm actually going to use the bronzer shade in here. I was looking at one of these colors from their contour palette, but I think I'm going to go first with the bronze shade. Smith 232, any tapered crease brush will work. Dipping into that bronzer shade, and I'm carefully just going to start blending in my crease to blend the lines that we have from the purple and the green. Then I take just a regular blending brush with no shadow on it, and I further blend the edges of that transition color. I clean off the small lay down brush and I use this very light shade, and I'm going to use that for my brow highlight. Ooh, that's light. You know, you never know until you apply. It kind of helped clean up my catastrophe I have happening on this eye. It always occurs that way. This eye comes out so good, and this eye is always a disaster. But I'm just gonna take a bigger fluffy brush and help correct. Returning to the Black Bean Jumbo Pencil, I'm going in on my waterline. And with a small pencil brush, this is a Morphe E36. I'm gonna use this Midnight Blue shade first on the outer portion of my lower lash line to smudge the Black Bean pencil. Then I just connect it to the top portion. So that will make it more of a V shape, because alone with the top, it was just like, what is that cloudy mess going on up there? And then with this pretty gray lavender shade, I finish off the inner corner. Pretty. I really gotta build it here because I want there to be some sort of contrast from the inner and the outer. Using NYX lashes, this is in the style 12. And I like them because they remind me of Ardell Wispy. So very user-friendly, because I need user-friendly all the time. Lashes are on. I am having second thoughts, and I think after they completely dry, I'm gonna go in with some liquid liner to darken up that lash band. But first, let's finish up the face. Using their contour palette, I think I'm gonna combine these three shades. This one's a little shimmery, so I'm gonna do a little of that. Cream contour shade was on the warm side, so I'm trying to not make a hoopla out of this. So I thought I'd touch on all shades, so come out with something more neutral. It's still a little warm, but maybe it'll just serve as my bronzer. And I apply this using a Luxie 512. And just to clean up my under eye area a bit from the shadows, with the same palette and with a small tapered brush. This is a Luxie 522. I'm going to go in with the Banana color shade. And see if that's going to clean up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. And I just go in, center of my chin, center of my forehead, just re-highlighting all those areas we did prior with the loose Banana powder. Using their Sweet Cheeks palette, I think I'm gonna combine these two shades right at the corners with an angled blush brush, going in with a Morphe E4, dabbing in those pans. And I'm gonna take it high, ooh, that's pigmented, high on the cheekbone, right over the contour shade. Pretty. It's reading as very red on camera, but in real life it looks more pink. So I totally get it if you're like, ooh. And for highlight, I go in with their Strobe of Genius palettes. And I'm definitely gonna combine these right here because I feel like this reads my skin tone. This is a very beautiful shade too. It's like a rose gold type of hue, but to be on the safe side. Using a Zoeva 129, I think I'm gonna do those two shades as I said, and then go in on the tops of my cheekbones. Whoa! I wasn't ready for that. Just out of curiosity, I just want to see what this looks like. I'm just gonna do a little experiment. Oh, pretty. So I guess I could put that lower, closer to the blush. And then those yellowy I could put on top. That is some highlight. Shoot! I wasn't ready for you, Strobe of Genius from NYX. And I just take one of those pans down the bridge of my nose. That same shade to the Cupid's bow. And as I said, after we finish the complexion, I was gonna go in with a liquid liner to cover up the lash band a tad bit better. Better! It's better. I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. It is not a NYX product. I'm sorry, I shall call this my non-NYX moment. For lips, using their natural lip pencil and their intense butter gloss in Peanut Brittle. And that's the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. If there are any NYX products that you currently love or would like to try on or would like to see me apply, talk about on here if I have it, let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, take care and I'll see you on my next video.